Hello guys, in this video we'll learn about web scraping in Rust. Now web scraping is a very important art or technique to scrap data from websites where you want to maybe compare the prices of products between your website and some other website. So web scraping is quite helpful. So first of all, I'll show you guys the website that I'll be scraping today, and then we can just go ahead and get started with the web scraping. So for today's tutorial, I'll be using this website scrapme.live. I'll drop the link in the description so you can also go around and play. So just for the learning purposes, and we'll be trying to scrap these items. So what we'll do is scrap the image link, the product link, name and price. And you can go ahead, and before you get started with scrapping, you have to get into the HTML and see what thing is present at which place. But I've already went ahead and did some research on this and how can we scrap this. So we'll just see the Rust part of the things. How can we use the HTML in Rust and try to scrap the data? So let's get started. So first of all, we need a few dependencies, so let's quickly add them. So first one that we need is request for accessing the data, and the second one we need is Tokyo for async programming, which features as full, and the last one that we need today is scrapper to scrap the website. So we'll just build our project, and while we do, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. So let's get started with the scrapping. Now first of all, here we will start by adding the Tokyo man on the top and make our man async, because we'll request the resource on network. So we'll say let client, and then we have some response. So and we'll send a get request on this URL that I'll also drop in the description. Also, if you guys need the code, you can always request and I'll drop the code in the description as well. So this was our website scrapme.live /shop, and we'll send a request to it. We'll await for response and we'll unwrap the response. So we have our response. Let's get the HTML content outside the response. So we'll say response.tags.await.unwrap. So we get our content, HTML content, and now we'll create a document. So now we'll use the scrapper HTML parse document, and we'll pass our HTML content. So basically we have our response here, and then we try to parse the HTML, and once we have that, we'll add HTML product selector because we wanted to scrap the products items on the page. So we'll just say scrapper selector parse, and here we will parse the list products. Now this thing is purely coming from the HTML. Like I literally went in and inspect the HTML to understand what is there. So we have the HTML product selector to get us the list of products, and now we'll go ahead and iterate over this list and try to print the details of each product. So we'll just say HTML products document.select HTML product selector. So basically this is all the products we have, and now let's go ahead and try to print the details. You can also save to some files if you want to, but I'll just say product in HTML products. So what we'll do is we'll try to first scrap the URL. So we'll say product dot select and scrapper selector parse. So as we know, URL is always in the A tag, and we'll unwrap. Next. And then a, and we want is a dot value dot attribute, and inside the a tag there is href, which holds our URL, if you know about HTML a little bit even. Then we'll just do map, and we get option str, so we'll try to convert it to the string itself. So basically this is our URL. Similarly, we can parse the image URL as well, because image is just like image tag, and then there is src. So we'll just copy this and we'll say image URL. And as you know, in HTML we have image, and then src has your source, the link that you want. Similarly, we'll try to parse the product name, and here we will just do the product dot select, and we'll do and scrapper selector parse h2. So now how do I know that the name of the product is in h2? Again, I inspect the HTML and try to understand from there. So while scrapping any website, you have to first go in the HTML and try to understand what's going on there. So we'll use our h2, and we'll do h2 dot text dot collect, and once we collect, we'll do a string. So we have our string here, which is our product name, and the final thing that we want is price. So we can use the same thing here to extract the product price, and instead of h2 we'll do dot price, unwrap, and text. Everything else remains same. Once we have all the details of any product, I'll just go ahead and print it. If you want to save into any files, you can just save it because you already have the data. So first we'll print the name, and then we'll print the price, then we'll print the URL, and the last thing that we'll print is image URL. So we have our product name, price, URL, and image URL. So all the details are there. Now let's go ahead and test our code. So we'll just go ahead and open our terminal, and here we'll just do cargo run quite, and let's wait. Okay, so as you can see, it prints, and everything that we coded works. So basically it prints the name of the product, the price of the product, the URL where the product is, and then the image URL. So let's go ahead and try to use these URL and see if they actually work. Okay, so as you guys can see, I went ahead and opened this one of the product, and as you can see in the image, it's an image from the website, which is the one that we saw earlier today, which is this one. So basically the name, the price, everything I show you in the print is correct in the terminal, which is from the website. So that's how you can go ahead and scrap. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys understand the concept. If you do, share it with your friends, like the channel or in the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop in the comments, and please only use the link for learning purposes. That's it. Thank you.